Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm doing a little mini makeover tour of my son's room. We've basically done a couple of things to his room, not loads, but we've transitioned him from a cot to a bed. So we've bought a new bed, we've painted a wall, we've bought some more storage furniture. So I thought it was about time I did an updated room tour in here, and I really love it. We've gone for a travel and bird theme, which is a very random theme, but it's because his name is Wren, hence the bird, and it's also because we love traveling as a family, and I thought the theme kind of tied together quite nicely. He did have this theme before, but we've just added to it and made like a few kind of subtle changes. So I'm just going to get started and walk you around. If you are new to my channel, my name is Katie. I post videos 3 times a week on a Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday, and I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. I am in the middle of a big house renovation. We're renovating our family home, and so there's lots of interiors and renovation type videos on my channel. But I'm just going to get started, and here is his little mini room makeover. So this is his bedroom if you are looking at it from standing on our upstairs landing. I get quite a lot of questions about the doors. These are from a company local to us, we bought them from, but the manufacturer is a company called XL Joinery, and I think they sell them in quite a lot of places. And then you come into his room. I was thinking about how I should film this and whether I should like be a bit more creative with my camera angles and stuff, but I honestly think the best way to get a feel for the room is just to walk you around and tell you all about it. So as you come in, this is what you were greeted with, and one of the main reasons that we bought our house was because all the bedrooms are a really good size. So Wren's room's actually classed as the smallest room in the house, or the smallest bedroom rather, and as you can see, like don't even think the camera's picking up, but it's a really good size room. So I'm going to walk you around and tell you all about everything, but I'm going to start by the door as you come in. So we've only made like a couple of like big changes to the room since we kind of did this mini makeover, and one of them is these. So if you are a long-time follower of my channel, you will know that I love Ikea Bestie units. We've got them across one whole wall of our playroom, and they're just great. And so previously in this space he had a chest of drawers, but it was quite small and quite bulky, it stuck out more, and I just felt like it was never like a really good use of the space. So we bought 2 double Ikea Bestie units, and I think they're great. I think they sort of sit back enough for them not to be imposing, but they just look really good. They look really clean, like quite minimal, and I'll talk about those more in a minute, but I will show you sort of from the beginning like what's on top and things. So this was like this before, but I've recently added the last row of photos. This is a travel gallery wall. So we are incredibly lucky that as a family we do travel a fair bit, and as such Wren is only like nearly 3 and he's been to some incredible places. So I really wanted to document that and to kind of like make him realise as he gets older how lucky and how like incredible it is for him to have visited these places. So I thought that this was a lovely way to sort of share the memories. So these frames are from Ikea. They are just their ribber frames. They are really affordable. I think these are like less than a couple of pounds, and they do them in all sorts of different sizes. And then what I've done is I've stuck them on the wall with command strips, so Velcro command strips, which I cannot recommend enough. And it's good because it means that I'm not putting like hundreds of holes in the wall and stuff. And then what I've done to sort of make each place kind of stand out, I've just got these stickers from eBay, and unless you look really close, sorry, not eBay, Amazon, unless you look really close, you can't actually see that they're stickers, so they are really good. And like I said, I've added these 3 down the bottom here, and if we end up going more places, what I will do over the years is just add onto this wall as well. But I just really like that. I think it adds like lots of colour to his room. And then going along, this truck is just there because it was a blank space, so I've just stuck it there. It's just one of his toy trucks. It's from a company called Hemmer, which do really good value, nice wooden toys. I bought him a load for Christmas from there, so yeah, they're really good. Then this little print is from his Auntie Paula. I love it. She's really creative. She does lots of different cards and things, and it just says, "The littlest birds sing the sweetest songs," which obviously is because his name is Wren. So you'll see going through, there's lots of like travel and bird references and things. The plane is just a toy plane, like a little plastic and wooden one, but I just thought it looked quite nice sat there to go with the theme of the room. Then these blocks, I've got more somewhere, but I haven't got them all out. I actually bought these for him before he arrived, like when I was pregnant with him, and I just loved them. They're from a company or a lady on Instagram called Mila and Oscar. She does incredible blocks, wooden kind of decorations and things. So yeah, I love those. Then this print, I can't remember exactly where it's from. I think it's from a company on Instagram called Freddie the Kid. I don't even know if they're still going, but I got this because it obviously said Wild Heart and it had feathers, and I just thought that was lovely for the theme. The Hold Me Closer Tiny Dancer print is from a company called Honeymoon Hotel. I really recommend them for like different types of prints and stuff. They're really good. The Little Cactus is from a company called Sass & Bell. Then moving along, the elephant is from My First Years, I think, and that's quite cute. Then the teddy bear is really special. That was made by my mother-in-law, which obviously makes it even more special as well. But it's all the baby grows that were my favourites of his when he was young. And I just love it so much. Even that used to be on his baby grow. And it's just so special. I just think that's so lovely. And then this print, If You're a Bird, I'm a Bird. I wonder if you can name like the film reference. It's actually The Notebook, which is one of my favourite films, like soppy films. And it's a quote from there. But obviously it works so well because of Ren's name. And I just love that. That's from a company called Old English Company. And I love them. That's actually one of my old friends who runs that company. And yeah, I just love that. We've got quite a lot of their prints around our house. The Little Taxi is from New York, so it's just quite nice as a little memory of our trip there. And then moving along up a little bit, the Everyday is an Adventure banner. I have no idea where that's from. I've had that years. Then this print I often get asked about. This is a huge map, which is from a lady on Instagram called Louisa Elizabeth, and I love it. So if you look closely, it's quite hard to see because of the light reflecting. It's got little pins all over it, and then we've got like a pin grid system where it says where Mummy and Daddy went before, where we've been as a family, and where we really want to go. And I love this so much. The only thing is, it does reflect the kind of light from the window a lot, and because it's in glass, I never bother to update the pins. So I'm thinking about maybe taking it out of the glass and just having it sort of on the wall without the glass, but still with the frame, but we will see. But I love that so much. And then moving along, his wardrobe, he's got some random little like Russian dolls on top of his wardrobe that were a present from John about 10 years ago, but I've just put them in here because I used to collect Russian dolls. And then his wardrobe is also from Ikea. It's the Pax system wardrobe. Again, these were all in here before. The only furniture that's changed is the Bestie units and also his bed. So yeah, his wardrobe is great. It has so much storage, and now combined with these Bestie units, he just has so much storage to see him through into like his kind of child and teen years, which seems scary to think about. So we got 2 double Bestie units, and what we did was, rather than have all cupboards like we did in our playroom, we've gone for cupboards at the end and then drawers in the middle, and they're really great. I haven't actually sorted these out properly yet. There's still so much more I can do with them. For example, we've got some toys in there at the moment because he just doesn't have enough clothes or things to worry about, so we're putting toys and books and stuff in there, and then clothes in the drawers. But we're really pleased with this. I'm so glad that we decided to change it up a little bit in here because it really just works with the space. So then the rug is from La Redoute. I've had it a while, but I do think it's still online, and it's just really pretty. I've added all the sort of colours from the rug in his room somehow, and it's one of those like Berber style rugs, so it's really fluffy on your feet as well. And then if we look over here, one big other change that we've done is obviously his bed, because we've transitioned him from a cot to a bed, and also we've completely changed this wall. So one random Saturday I woke up and I decided I wanted to change his wall, because Ren's was the first room that we did when we moved in, and I always felt like it was very bare. Even though it had these birds on, they weren't like this. It just felt very white. So I decided to paint the mountains, and it was so easy. It took me one morning. We just did masking tape along to sort of make the outline of the mountains, and we've done it in a like kind of dark grey colour. And then his bird stickers are from a company called Truva. They're Charlie Harper birds, and I've had them now. This is the third set that I've bought. We had them in his old room in our old house, then I bought them again, and then because I was worried about them sort of curling, I bought them again for this room. But I love it so much, like they're just really colourful. I've changed the sort of way they look now, so they're flying all along the wall, and I just really like them. I think they look really nice. Then his little fire truck was from my grandma for Christmas. His little like sort of ride-on dog is from Dunelm, but my mum bought it for him for Christmas, or last Christmas. And then his little bed I'm so pleased with. So it's a teepee bed. Basically I just googled teepee bed and so much comes up. There were bigger ones that you climb in, ones that have canopies on it, but I didn't really want anything like that. I just wanted it to be very simple. We've also gone for a a toddler bed again, just because we felt like he was just a little bit too little for a single bed. I know people put kids in single beds like really early, but I just felt like, knowing Ren, he would like it more if it was smaller and cozier. So we've gone for this, and hopefully it will last him a good few years, because my daughter Maddie is 8 and she can still fit in it and stretch completely out. So it's quite a good size. And that is from a company called Cuckoo Land. The reason that I went for this one, I want to say the bed was about £130, I think. And the reason I went for this one rather than like cheaper ones on eBay is that the ones that were a little bit cheaper, I found the mattress went straight on the floor, so I was worried about how comfy they would be. Whereas this one, the mattress like has, you know, the mattress slats, so they're raised off the floor. So that's why I went for that one. And we just used the existing mattress from his previous cot. So going along, I just love this little bed so much. I've got these fairy lights, which I got from eBay, and they're little pom-pom fairy lights. And then because I was just a bit nervous that he might get tangled up in them or try and take them off, we've screwed the little battery pack to the bed, so he can't take the lights off if he was ever going to try. And then moving down, I've just got a variety of like little cushions and things just to make it feel cozier down here for him. The red heart is from H&M. The mountain is from Etsy. These two are from a company called Verbaday, I think it is. I will link to it below because I don't know exactly how you say it. It's a French company. Verbaday, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, the cactus and the teepee are from there. And then the little bear one, which says, "I love you very much," is from H&M. And then his bedding, I really struggled to find anything that went completely with the theme. So I've just gone for this, which sort of loosely looks like adventure travel, I guess. That is also from Verbaday as well. So I'm really pleased with his bed. I just think it looks lovely. And then up there on the wall, those two like little bird houses are from a company called Maison du Monde. Unfortunately, I don't think they'll do them anymore because they're a few years old, but I just love them. And I've sort of made all the birds look like they're flying towards those bird boxes. And then this little wall hanging is from Mamas and Papas. I got it for something like £3 in the sale, and I love it. I just think it goes really well with the room and the colours and things. I'm not going to focus on his windowsill too much, mainly because it's just a load of random stuff on there that I can't even remember where it's from. Those little trains were a present from my mother-in-law. That was a present from his Auntie Paula. That light we've had about 10 years from John Lewis, and it used to be in our living room in our old house. So then moving along, this is the other side of his room. This has not changed at all. Everything is still exactly the same. But in case you're watching this video for the first time and you haven't seen his previous room tour, I will just quickly run through what everything is. So his armchair is from made.com. I basically bought it because I didn't really know what else I could put in that space. And I actually really like it. We sit on it every single night. I didn't know whether it would get a lot of use or whether it would just be like a sort of display thing, but we sit on it every night and cuddle. So it's good, it's really comfy. The cushions won't be in stock anymore, but the blue one is from H&M and the red one is from Next. And then his little dream catcher, which I love, is from Verbaday again. And what I love about this one is that if you look closely, it's got feathers on it, so it sort of goes with the theme of his room. And then stepping back, I have got wall stickers all along this wall, which are from Etsy. I love wall stickers. I've got them in our little girls' room as well, and I've obviously got the bird ones, but they just really brighten up an otherwise quite plain wall if you don't want to have to paint, or if you rent, or if you don't want to put wallpaper up and stuff. So these are just like gold, silver and brown triangles, and I just think they look really nice there, and I think it all just comes together really well. And then the shelves are from La Redoute. I don't know if they'll still be in stock. They had them in stock for years. We've got them in our playroom as well. And what I like about them is they're just a little bit different. So they're like this chunky kind of distressed wood, and then they're sort of held up by these like wires, and then they're screwed into the wall. They're an absolute nightmare to put up, but I really like them. And like I said, we've got them all along our playroom wall as well. So I'll just quickly run through some of the trinkets and stuff on here. Basically, this is just a mismatched shelf of like all sorts of random things related to the theme of his room. So this little garland, little bird garland, was from Etsy, but it was a couple of years ago now, but I love it. And then I've got these lights, which I got in sale from Asda. They're just battery operated ones. I have no idea what that is and where that came from. This is a quote from Winnie the Pooh. One day I went out looking for an adventure. That was the day I found you. You said, would you like an adventure too? Do you remember that day? I do. I think we're having a lovely adventure and I never want it to end. So I love that. That frame is just a really cheap one from Ikea. This is a little wren. I absolutely love it. It's one of my pride and joys, and it was from his Auntie Paula, and I just love it because it's actually specifically a wren bird, so I love that. The clock is not set to the right time, but that is also from Ikea. I just got it because it was birds basically. And then moving along, we've just got a variety of different things. These little wooden aeroplanes and helicopters are from eBay. They're still online because I looked at them the other day actually, but I've had these ones a few years and I just love them. I just think they're really cute to just sort of sit on there. The only thing I would say is that they do fall apart quite easily, so I don't tend to let him play with them just because like I don't want him to put them in his mouth or anything, but they're good for just being sat up there. The world is your oyster was a little postcard from Not on the High Street. Then I've just got like a variety of different like cactuses and stuff in little pots. These coloured pots I love. They're hand painted and they're from a lady on Instagram called The Only Way to the Circus, I think she's called. And she does lots of different colourful like hand painted plant pots and things. No idea where that's from. No idea where that's from. No idea where they're from. It's because I've had them quite a few years, so I can't remember. That was another one from the set, and the other two are on the wall. Then moving up, this little like bus is really old. My nana has had it since my dad was little, so I've got it now and it's quite tatty and like I just don't want him to play with it in case he breaks it. This picture's just there because I just think it's so funny. This was Christmas this year and look how happy he is to see Father Christmas, and that just sums Ren up, so that's why that's on there. I have no idea where that little box came from. I want to say my mum bought it for him actually when he was born. That's another little like antique-y type car from my nana's house. Some more wooden planes from eBay. That print in the back, if we were meant to stay in one place we'd have roots instead of feet. That is from Not on the High Street. The wooden wren bird rattle I love. My sister bought it for him when he was born. In the background there, this is from Paper Chase, and again I love it. It says you're my favourite, and I've written a note on there that they're allowed to open one day when they're a bit older, and I've done one for all three of them, so that just sits on there. Then I've got another little like woolen cactus from Sass and Bell. The caravan is years old. I'm talking like 9-10 years. Not sure where I got it from. Someone on Instagram. Another print which I think is from Freddie the Kid. Another bird. I have no idea where that's from. And that is that. That is his little shelf. And then that is pretty much his room. I just love it so much. I'm so pleased with it. So that is it. That is his room tour. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I am so pleased with his room. We've just made like a few subtle changes, but I really love it. I hope you do too. Give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and do leave me a comment below letting me know what your favourite part of the room is. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!